Hello, back in the game from Sao Paulo, Brazil. And I wanted to go over something that quite a few people have asked me about, but I want to go over it in a way that doesn't conflict with another post that I did that was called Credit Card Hell. So let me get this part out of the way first. I shared a conversation with quite a few people called Credit Card Hell, where I talked about the evils of credit, the evils of credit cards, the evil of basically buying something that you can't pay for immediately as a person. And the reason I want to tell you that this won't conflict with that so that I'm not looked at as a hypocrite, let me back up for a second just to show everybody which one I'm talking about so that, let's see here. There. Credit Card Hell is one that I hope everybody goes back and checks out. It goes over, I was fighting an uphill battle against a few people about the evils of credit card, and now here I am telling you how to get a credit card in Brazil. Well, there are two ways. And, for the record, if you are new, I go on live Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I also go on live most days. Tuesdays and Thursdays are what I guaranteed. Click the subscribe button and the bell and the thumbs up. That stuff matters. I get to meet a lot of new people this way, and it's what's been helping this channel grow. And I'm looking forward to a few more topics that have been sent to me and emailed and other guests have asked about. So I'm glad to be able to share my experience of traveling the world and living in so many different countries with everyone. And in Brazil, there are so many unique opportunities that this is a country that I've decided to really plant a seed in. The two ways to look at a credit card are, the first way is the easiest way. And how you doing, Unc? Thanks for popping by. I always appreciate it when you stop in. The first thing I want to go over is the simple way, the way that requires no introduction. Go to your bank. If you have one in Brazil, tell them you want a credit card. That's it. That's the simple part. The second part is one that's a little bit different. You see, one of the things I learned, interesting enough, in Brazil is that you need a credit card to do a lot of things. One of those things is something I use quite a bit, Uber and Uber Eats. You can't use a debit card for that, no matter what country it's from. Now, there are a lot of reasons you might want to get a credit card specifically for Brazil. People often forget that Brazil, Sao Paulo, Brazil, being capital city of Brazil, and not the capital, which is Brasilia, but the largest, most well-known city, is just like living in New York or Tokyo or Shanghai or any large, giant city. Throwing your credit card around, it's going to get into the wrong hands. At some point, you might have, who remembers reading about the guy in Japan with a photographic memory that would let people swipe he would swipe their card, but immediately memorize all the numbers and the number on the back. If you live in a city large enough, for long enough, your credit card's going to get in the hand of somebody that may be a bad person. It's not unique to Brazil. It's not unique to Sao Paulo. And so it pays to have a local card that's a credit card, but here's the trick. They have different here, and by different, I mean the standards they use in order for you to qualify for one are much lower. You can get a prepaid debit card here that's not a prepaid debit card. It's actually a prepaid credit card. It's actually a credit card that you can use in anything for a credit card. I'm going to show you two that I recommend, and no, I don't get any kickbacks. However, if you guys want to tell them to give me a kickback, that's fine. This is a good one. It's called the Accesso card. You can buy the Accesso card at different stores, dump a bunch of money onto it, and here's the thing. You can load cash onto it. You can use it to generate something called a boleto. A boleto is a bill. In Brazil, everyone, let's see if I can give you one example. Boleto example. A boleto is something you can use. There, you see that barcode on the bottom? Every bank account that everyone has, every debit card account has a scanner that you can pop off your phone. You can just scan that barcode and it either pays the bill or you can generate one and people can pay you. And that's what I liked about the Accesso card. The Accesso card allowed me to go to my client and say, generate a bill, print it out. And when they paid it, it went directly on that card, which was a credit card that I could use for, and I'm always going to use the Uber example. You don't really understand how useful having a situation like that is until you need it. Everyone here knows I'm a debit card person. Everyone here knows I am a cash person. Having that doesn't cross that line. Let me give you another example. Let's see. There's another card called PagSeguro. And I'm going to show that to you because I want to give everybody information they can actually use. There. Here's another one, PagSeguro. And here you can see a lot of the different things. PagSeguro is another company that can give you a card that behaves just like a credit card. The difference is, there you go. There's an example. The difference is with a PagSeguro card or an Accesso card, you're not at risk for anything. You're doing that that overkill. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a prepper. They know I love making sure nothing bad can happen long before it happens. I use things like that as a buffer because if I take 1,000, put it on one of my cards, what's the worst that's going to happen? 500, 1,000, whatever. If someone were to look at my card and get that information, well, what can I do? The next day when I find out money has been taken out of my account, well, they're never going to have access to my actual bank account. And because Brazil operates on a fundamentally different level, it's not hard for me to get one of these cards. The reason that that doesn't break my no credit card rule is because I'm using cash, loading it onto a device that behaves as a credit card, even though it is not actually one. And I want to make sure that you see that difference. Now, I'm not endorsing either of those two companies as a spokesman or anything like that, but if you come to Brazil, you'll find that that card is a card I can use internationally. So now when I buy things online, when I shop online, you know, Brazil has a lot of online shopping things that, just like the United States, you have to pass your credit card. I find there are discounts when I use certain online services if I use my credit card. The service doesn't need to know that it's actually not a credit card, that in fact, it's a prepaid card. But because of the way banking system works, excuse me, because of the way the banking system works, it allows me to really get away with that. If you need any help with it, let me know. Leave me a comment. Leave me a oh, by the way, when I always talk about money, one of the reasons I like having a card like that that allows me to generate a boleto, everyone here knows, well, you should know by now, if you have been here more than once, that I'm not a YouTuber. YouTube doesn't give me a check. Google doesn't give me a check. However, I wouldn't turn it down if they did. I'm an editor, copywriter, proofreader. I do things like if you have a needs to be reviewed. People hire me to do that to university level English. If you have a book that you wrote, a magazine article that you wrote, and you need that edited for correct grammar and punctuation to university level English, that's what I do. I encourage everybody not just to say hello to me here, but I encourage everyone to go and check me out on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my professional website. I'm the same person everywhere, no pseudonyms. And I say this all the time. I want you to skip my resume. Let me say that again. I want you to skip my resume and go all the way down to my recommendations and endorsements. This is where other respected business professionals tell you who I am, what I'm capable of, the level of business that I'm able to do. And I always say use that. Use what other professionals are willing to go on record saying when you make the decision to do business with me. I do a lot of different things with Bitcoin and things like that, but I pride myself on my reputation. So I encourage everyone to add me as a friend there. I encourage everyone to add me as a friend, say hello, and let me know that you came through because of this YouTube channel, which has been going gangbusters, and I appreciate that. Excuse me. Now, just because I have these credit cards that are actually debit cards, that are actually just things I put money on, it doesn't mean that I get out of my discipline. It doesn't mean that I suddenly start throwing plastic everywhere, because plastic is what's called a token economy. It's designed, and I know, just stay with me. I know we've been down this road before. Token economies like credit cards, even if it's a credit card that you put money in on your own so that you're not exposing your bank account, it still can convince you to spend more money than you should. It can still convince you that it's a good idea. Let's see. Would you recommend vacation or get these cards when they go to Brazil? Yes, I would. Yes, I would, Uncle Ladunius. I would definitely say anyone when they get here to definitely go grab one. Let's see. Hey, greatness. Ooh, my ego loves it when you stop by, Raining Woman. Thank you. So, by the way, and I always love to share, YouTube and the internet is a great place because you can have more than one favorite team. And I love to tell everybody who will listen that Raining Woman is a great place. If you haven't subscribed to her too, you're missing out in life. You know, she brings a balanced and aggressive tone. Just look at her logo. Look at that. Just look at your chakras lined up. You got your yoni position with the afro. Everybody should stop by her channel and say hello. Let's see. The Art of Becoming More. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. By the way, are any of you folks coming by Brazil? I know that Brazil's in the title, and some people aren't interested in Brazil, but very specifically, when I say Uncle Ladunius, are you coming by Brazil? Are you going to come down here and say hello? Is anybody going to come by? I've been able to meet so many great expats through this medium, through Facebook. I run an organization that some of you may know, some of you may not. A group called Black Expats in Brazil. It's a private Facebook group, and that's what we are. What we do, as a matter of fact, just had a clothing drive for homeless people down here in Brazil, where I got 5 giant garbage bags full of stuff. Say, hey, whatever it is that you're not wearing anymore, bring it by. And that's been a success. We get to have a lot of fun together and really have a sense of community and go out and do things and really engage in Brazil. You know, I say things like, make sure you protect your credit card, but I don't want people to think that's just because it's Brazil. That's because you're anywhere, because this is a great country to live in. You know, the game truly has been good to me in Brazil. And if I take the same precautions I would at home where I was born in the United States, or London, or Tokyo, or Malaysia, or Singapore, any of the other places that I've lived, if I take the same precautions, I'll have a great time. I'll have a great enjoyment. I'll have a great stay. It'll be something that I invite other people. You often find that when people go to other countries, they take this weird mentality that they're in Disney. Well, I don't even trust Disney. I went to Disney World when I was a kid, and it was great, but I wouldn't throw my credit card around Disney World either. And for some weird reason, people tend to believe that when they travel, they can go into this mysterious mode in their brain where swiping your credit card everywhere and handing it around, and I'm going to pay for everything with the... It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. We live in a world where, unfortunately, there are the small number of bad people, but that small number of bad people can do some disproportionate harm. Matter of fact, we'll talk about that one day, about how one wolf can decimate an entire colony of peaceful people. And I don't like calling peaceful people sheep, but I think you know where I'm going. And this is what I don't want to do. I don't want to harp on it. I just want to say, you know what? Here, let me show you guys something else. Hold on a second. This is us on Instagram. Yeah, look, we have a lot of big get-togethers that generally involve food, potlucks. Everybody gets together and brings in a plate, and we have Black people from, if you're a Black expat, you're living in Brazil, it doesn't matter where you were born. We got people from everywhere, from Jamaica to the UK to America. Everybody's welcome. So if you come to Brazil, come and hang out with us. And I want you all to know, you know, you're coming with open arms. Let's see. So, all right, you're thinking of coming soon. Listen, contact me. Everybody here knows my email address, right? Hold on, let me, excuse me. There you go. There's my email address. Shoot me a line. Tell me when you're thinking about coming. I can help you set some things up. I can help you be prepared. See. Let's see, and where are we? Listening to Yusef and getting organized for tomorrow. So you two are having a private little conversation, inside conversation. Art of Becoming More. I'm hoping to make it over there eventually. Don't wait. Remember, winter in the northern part of the hemisphere is summer here. So I'm at the end of spring. We're just having our spring showers now. This is a country where I've never had to wear anything heavier than a, what do you call it? A hoodie, a zip up hoodie, that's on a cold day. But right now, the heat is cranking up again. As you all know, I love working out in the warm weather. I hate working out in the cold, but in the heat, when it's blazing hot outside, get in the gym, get that lift going. So come on down. Let me know when you're thinking about it, and don't wait. Take a week and just come down and enjoy it. I'm never going to tell anybody, oh, come down here and live. Come down here and enjoy it. Come down here and see what it's like and compare it to other things you've done, other places you've been. And so with that, I want to give you guys an early night back at home. I want to say thank you to everybody who's listening, not just live, but who will listen to this in the future. And as I said, please be sure to click subscribe, click the thumbs up, click the bell, and share this. I tell everybody, you can share it on, there you go. There you go. I will for sure. Your winter is beach season in Dubai. We'll have to do a conversation about the different kinds of hot, like that tropical Brazilian heat versus that Dubai, from what I've read, is that scorching, evil wind heat. I tell everybody to share this page. Share this on your Twitter. Tag me or add me as a friend. Share it on your Instagram. Take this picture, share it on Instagram. I share this on my LinkedIn. I encourage people to share it on their Facebook. One of the things I've always been telling people, share it on your Tinder profile. Well, why is that? Put it on your Tinder profile and say, listen, if we both swiped on each other, the sex might be good, but what are we going to do afterwards? Are we going to talk to each other afterwards? And why can't we have a conversation as deep and intriguing as some of the ones that this guy has? Because everybody loves to put their favorite books, they love to put their favorite movies. Put on your favorite YouTuber and tell them, listen, let's talk about this when we get done. That way it's not that awkward thing where, afterwards, what are you going to do for the rest? You know where I'm going. I love y'all. Bye. I'll talk to you.